Hey, amazing fans! Welcome to another relaxing moment with Viva's Stories. Before we dive into the drama, don't forget to subscribe, smash that like button, and share your thoughts in the comments. Your support means the world to us. Now, grab a seat, sit back, relax, and let's journey into the story together. Lana Okoye didn't cry when she caught Obi cheating. She just stood there, frozen, watching his phone screen flash with texts from a girl saved as plumber, who clearly wasn't there to fix pipes. He didn't even look guilty. Just caught. "You have lipstick on your neck, Obi," she said quietly, folding her arms. "Lana, it's not what you think. I think you're a liar. Is that incorrect?" He exhaled. No apology. No fight. Just silence. 10 minutes later, she slammed her front door shut, kicked off her heels, and flopped on her couch in silence. She didn't cry. Until her phone buzzed. "Tari? He did it too, didn't he?" She stared at the message, then typed, "Lana, come. Bring suya." 20 minutes later, Tari Daramola was at her door, holding a takeout bag and 2 bottles of malt. He said nothing, just opened his arms. She folded into him like muscle memory. "Do I have cheat on me tattooed on my forehead?" She mumbled into his shirt. "No. You have queen energy tattooed there. They just can't read." They laughed through tears and messy bites of suya. He put on her favorite Nollywood rom-com, and they curled up under the blanket they'd shared since university. By midnight, Lana dozed off on his shoulder. Tari glanced down, brushed a curl from her cheek, and whispered, "I'll never hurt you." She didn't hear it, but Obi's voice note lingered in her phone. "You were never really mine, Lana, and I don't think you ever will be. He's in your heart already." They made the rule in SS2, after a game of truth or dare spiraled into a kiss they never admitted. "Promise me we'll never mess this up with feelings," Lana said, pinky raised. Tari locked his with hers. "Swear on Indami." Now, a decade later, they still honored it. Until moments like this crept in. Lana was painting in her living room. Tari, bored, picked up a brush and dabbed paint on her nose. "Don't start," she warned. He smirked. "Too late." She retaliated. Soon, the room looked like a toddler war zone. Paint on walls. On hair. On clothes. They collapsed onto the rug, laughing breathlessly. Their eyes locked. His laughter faded first. The silence between them was heavy. Hopeful. Dangerous. "I should clean this up," she said quickly, breaking eye contact. Yeah, me too," he echoed, but his voice cracked. That night, she wrote in her journal, "I almost kissed him. Why is almost starting to feel like a lie?" "Lana, meet Maya," Tari said, grinning like a man freshly in love. Lana plastered on her best supportive friend face as the stunning Maya extended a hand, red nails gleaming. "So nice to finally meet you," Maya said, studying her too intently. "Tari talks about you all the time." "Hopefully only the embarrassing stuff," Lana joked. Dinner was fine. If you ignored the tightness in Lana's chest. Maya was smart, confident, charming. And the way she looked at Tari, like she already saw a future, made Lana's stomach twist. Later that night, as Lana helped clear dishes, Maya leaned closer and whispered, "He's lucky to have you as a friend. Though, sometimes I wonder if that's all you are." Lana forced a smile. Her heart whispered, "So do I." They went on a beach trip, Tari, Maya, Lana, and a few others. It was supposed to be fun. Sun, sand, memories. But Lana felt like the extra piece in a puzzle she used to fit. Maya clung to Tari's arm. Tari still made inside jokes with Lana. The dynamic hadn't changed, but now it felt like it should have. When a group photo was taken, Lana stood beside Tari like always. Maya was on the edge. Later, that photo exploded on Instagram. Caption, "Couple goals, black heart sparkles." Maya's comment, "Wrong couple though." Tari never replied. That night, as they all watched the stars, Lana turned to him. "Do you ever think about how different everything would be if we met now, not then?" He hesitated. "Yeah. But then I wonder, would we still be us?" The party was loud. Music blaring, lights flashing. Lana had just enough wine to laugh a little too hard, sway a little too close. Tari found her in the hallway, leaning on a wall, humming old-school R&B. "You good?" he asked, smiling. "You ever love someone and wish you didn't?" she asked back, eyes glossy. His face changed. "Lana." She pressed a finger to his lips. "Don't answer." He walked her home. She stumbled into bed. At 2:47 a.m., her phone buzzed. "Tari, I think I'm in love with you." By 3:01 a.m., it was gone. But not unread. Rain tapped gently on the window as Lana and Tari stood in her apartment, silence stretching between them like a frayed wire. "You deleted the message," she said, arms crossed, voice barely above a whisper. Tari looked away. "I wasn't sure if I meant it." "You weren't sure?" She let out a dry laugh. "You don't say, 'I love you,' by accident, Tari." He stepped forward, his voice low. "But I do love you. I've always." She kissed him. It wasn't soft or slow. It was years of confusion, of what-ifs, of late-night calls and inside jokes that meant too much. But the kiss ended as suddenly as it began. They pulled back, breathing hard, guilt creeping in. A voice sliced through the tension. "I knew it." They turned. "Maya." She stood in the doorway, umbrella dripping, her eyes locked on Tari. Neither Lana nor Tari said a word. Maya smiled bitterly. "Tari, you never introduced me to your girlfriend properly." And then she left. Neither followed her. The silence was deafening. Tari called, texted, showed up. Lana locked her door. Ignored the buzz. Buried herself in work. 3 days. Then a week. Then 2. Maya had ended things. Civilly, coldly. "I was your distraction," she told Tari. "She was always your home." But home wasn't opening the door anymore. Tari stood outside Lana's new apartment one evening, holding her favorite jollof from that corner spot she loved. She didn't open. So he started leaving voice notes. One each week. Week 1. "I miss you. Not the best friend you. The you I kissed." Week 3. "Maya's gone." She knew. "I didn't even need to explain." Week 6. "If silence was an answer, I guess I got mine." She listened to everyone. But on week 6, she replied. Just 5 words. "Meet me at our beach." The waves crashed rhythmically as Tari spotted her sitting on the familiar rock where they'd once dared each other to sing out loud. She didn't look at him. "You really sent all those voice notes like we're in a Netflix drama," she said, smirking slightly. "I didn't know how else to reach you." They sat in silence, letting the wind say what they couldn't. "I've loved you for so long I forgot when it started," she finally said. "But every time I came close to telling you, you'd fall for someone else. And I'd just retreat." "I was afraid," he admitted. "You were my safe space. If I lost you—" "You did," she cut in, eyes glossy. "You still might." He reached for her hand. "I don't want almost any more. I want all of it. All of you." She looked at him. "And if we try and fail? If we lose everything?" Tari didn't blink. "If we don't try, we already did." They tried to be just friends again. They failed miserably. A shared joke would linger too long. A hug would hold just a second more. They weren't fooling anyone. At a wedding, dressed in blush and navy, Lana and Tari danced under fairy lights. "You realize everyone here thinks we're a couple?" Lana said, spinning in his arms. "They're not wrong," Tari murmured, his forehead resting against hers. She looked up at him. "We're not rushing into anything." "No," he agreed. "We're just walking into it, finally." They didn't kiss. But they didn't let go either. 6 months later, they co-hosted a community event, an art show Lana curated, with Tari providing live music. Someone in the audience raised a hand during the Q&A. "You two have amazing chemistry. Are you dating?" The crowd chuckled. Lana looked at Tari. He nodded once as if to say, "If you're ready, I am too." She picked up the mic. "He was my best friend first," she said, eyes shining. "But now, he's finally mine." The audience erupted. But the only reaction that mattered was the look on Tari's face. So proud. Not almost. Finally. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell for newly created content.